Ooh.
Hey, everybody. Hello, Patty.
Hello.
Hey, Landra. Glad you're here. Hey, Jessica. Hey, Jeannie. And I just got off the chat with Pat. So hopefully Pat will get registered and come over here. We're going to give it just a few minutes to let people get on here. If you are on Facebook and you are a member, if you don't mind, please share this for us. It helps us get the word out about all of our awesome and fantastic resources.
I hope when everybody gets on here, you'll tell them what name you got called today.
Okay, yeah, remind me. I will.
Okay.
That was fun. I like that.
No, I would have liked it too. It won't be long.
That's right.
It won't be long. They'll be calling me that name too.
Let's get this on my news feed. You know, Facebook on my phone just acts funny. It doesn't do what I want it to do. This is annoying. Okay, let's see. Hey, Gary, glad Gary's back with us tonight. Jeannie, I don't know why you can't see anybody. Can you see me, Jeannie?
Let's see.
Hey, Polly, I'm sorry you have a fever, Polly. Hey, Rose, glad you're here. I'm glad you're going to watch us, Polly.
She's got her camera off, Kim.
Well, with her camera off, she should still be able to see us. Hey, Pat. Jeannie, sometimes you have to go out and come back in. Sometimes it's just weird. That's what I would try. I would log out and then I would go to my email and click join again, and maybe it'll capture the right settings that time. Maybe that'll help. Okay, well, I'm glad y'all are here with me. Who has had a perfect shibboleth day?
Me.
Yay, me too. Awesome, Rose. Good. I'm glad you can see in here. That's fabulous. Okay, so I had a perfect day. And what Patty was wanting me to tell y'all is I went to the chiropractor today, and the chiropractor said, just in her conversation with me, she goes, oh, yeah, well, you're petite. And just started talking. And I'm like, petite? I'm petite. Oh, I've never been called petite. Oh, I love it. So that was funny. That was funny. Hey, Polly. Hey, Jody. Hey, Jonathan. Good. Rose starts tomorrow. Awesome, Rose. Good. Okay, well, let me talk to you about what we're going to do tonight. Tonight, we're going over lap 4. We're going to be playing around in the recipe library. We're going to show you how to make a grocery list, how to add food items from the food library to the grocery list, how to add an entire recipe to the grocery list, and then we're going to look at that created grocery list. And I'll explain why it's important to create a grocery list first before you try to start adding things. Because if you don't have one created, there's nothing to add it to. It's that simple. But we'll go over that. If you are just catching us tonight for the first time, please stay and watch. But just know that Sunday night and Monday night were the jam-packed information nights, okay? And then last night, tonight, and the rest, we're going to go through Fast Track together so that you'll know how to use all of our awesome features to the website, because that is one of the perks of being a member of the Shibboleth Lifestyle, is that you get the resources on our website. If you are not a Shibboleth member, please join us by going to www.shibbolethdeals.com. And then when you sign up, make sure that you put the person's name in that you heard about Shibboleth from, okay? If you heard about it from Google or Facebook, you can write that in too. But if you heard about it from an actual person, please type in their actual name, not friend, coworker, relative. Okay, because we can't tell who's who when you type in that, and we don't know who to thank for sending you our way. Right now, there is a special. It's 2 years for $59. That is going away. And we have a lifetime membership for $99, and that needs to go away too. I'm pushing for it to go away because we do a lot for our ministry, and it takes a little bit of money to do it. And we don't charge that much. So y'all go get that while it is what it is. All right, we're going to go ahead and join Gary. I want to ask you a question. Gary, do you have a perfect day today?
I don't think so. I haven't actually put together or shopped for anything yet.
Okay. Did you watch the Sunday night or Monday night video yet?
Still working on it.
Awesome. Okay, good, good. And Stephanie, how about you? Did you have a perfect day today?
I didn't shop either. I was doing all my laps and making my meal plans on the sheet like yesterday and doing the categories and stuff.
Awesome. Good, good. Okay. All right. Jessica, did you have a perfect day today? You can unmute without taking off your video if you want to. And it's okay if you don't. And Pat, did you have a perfect day today? And it looks like,
Yes, I did.
Awesome.
Here, yes, thanks for answering my question just now. Appreciate it, with ocean spray and the apple cider vinegar question. So thank you.
And right here in this cup is 0 sugar 7-Up with apple cider vinegar. So Pat, I'm drinking that right now. Jeannie, did you have a perfect day today? Okay.
Where do I chat?
Oh, I can hear you.
Okay. No, I just started. Today's my first day.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay. Well, I'm glad you're here. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to start on lap 4 tonight because we've already done 1, 2, and 3. Now, if you are joining tonight, what I want you to see this as is that you're getting a sneak peek of all of the features of the website, but I really need everybody to make sure that they go back and watch these Sunday and Monday night webinars. Okay. That's very important. But this fast track lap system, awesome, Rose. That's wonderful. Good. Thank you, Colleen, for sharing. Thank you. So I wanted to start off in lap 4, but since we've got some people in here that are very, very new, I want to show this. This fast track lap system is designed to methodically take you through every step. And you really just got to put blinders on, okay? Because it's going to take you through registering for all of the evening fast track classes. It's going to take you through watching the 14 videos and printing out a welcome packet, joining the Facebook groups if you're a Facebook user, okay? So you're just going to walk your way through this. This video right here is me showing you how to do all of these things. Once you've done everything in lap 2, you'll go to lap 3 and you'll work through those things. And this one right here, where it says watch the daily fast track webinars, there are 7, or participate live nightly. That is what we prefer. This is where you'll find the Sunday and Monday night webinar. Okay. And then lap 3, this is a good one. you're going to be playing in the food library, and you're going to use this worksheet here to build some meals. So each one of these things is important. But before you get to lap 3, back on lap 2, it says take the fast track quiz and earn your first badge. The reason that you would want to do that is you would want to have your food library open to you so that you can play around in it when you're doing this task. So that's why it's right there on lap 2 before you get to this lap. Okay, awesome, Rose. Good, good. So we're going to do lap 4 right now. If you wanted, in the future, when you're on lap 4, if you watch this video right here, it'll be me showing you how to do all of these things. So if you miss anything tonight, this video right here will also be a good coverage for that. So what I do is I always hover over the task. A black box pops up. This black box is
going to
what you
explore
need
recipes.
to know about this. So what you need to know about why you're doing this task, and if there's any special information about doing this task. So this is search the recipe library for your favorites, a database built by our Shibboleth family. As you are exploring, please heart each recipe you think you might like. Hearting the recipe adds it to your personal favorites, which can be found in your My Journal tab or in the My Favorites in the Recipe Library. This feature is for silver level members and up. If you have a fast track membership, you'll have a smaller recipe library, not the big giant one. So just keep that in mind if you have a fast track membership. If you have a fast track membership, we would highly encourage you to upgrade for all of the features, okay? So I have just clicked on the recipe library. And the first thing is we've got the section of appetizer right there. And then everything that's listed in the appetizers is all just kind of listed out right there for you with an easy to read list. So you could just kind of scan right there and look at that. Okay. And then once you got past the appetizer section, there'd be breakfast, and you could just kind of scan that. But if you're thinking, oh, I don't want to scan all of that, I am specifically looking for a main dish recipe, then you can just click on main dish right there, and then it will take you to that section. So it's either completely listed out in a long list, or you can click on the right-hand side and go to that section. Okay, so that's how you kind of, we're going to come back to this recipe library in just a second, okay? But right here, do you see where it says weight loss meter? If we wanted to have the best of the best recipes in the main dish category, I would set the weight loss meter. I'm going to set it to -1, -3. So really it created that range there. And then I'm going to click on set. And what it's going to do is it's going to take out all of the ones that are not, that are 0 and above. It's going to take those out, which is great. Okay, so that's that. We're going to come back to this in a second. The next thing we're going to do is create a grocery list in the Resources, Foods, and Recipes tab. In order to add foods to a grocery list, the grocery list must be created first. If you shop at multiple stores, this is a good time to create a grocery list for each store. So I'm going to click there, and I am right here in this grocery list page. But to find the grocery list page when you aren't in Fast Track, it's right here in this green tab. It's right there in that green tab. Okay, but we're here. Now, last week I added an Aldi grocery list. So I'm just going to click this green Add Grocery List button. I'm just going to put today's date in, and I am going to put in Ingalls. I'm going to create a grocery list for Ingalls. Now you can see that I have multiple Ingalls lists, but they're dated different dates. And so that's why they stay there. So now I have this Ingalls list created for us to play around with tonight. And if you plan on play around in the recipe library and the food library and all of those things, you're going to want to create a grocery list first. In fact, I might really have these out of order. It might be best to put this as the #1 one, but I can do that. I can rearrange that. And then add a food from the food library to a grocery list. For practice, pick any food item from the food library and add it to one of your grocery lists. Adding a food item to a grocery list can be done from 2 places. In the food list, it's the last button to the right of the food item listing. And once you've opened that food item, it's the green button that looks like a list. Yes, awesome, Kanan. Kanan's on Facebook. He says, these are just recipes that members have submitted. Shibboleth approved it to help members. Yes, we don't have to use these. These are just ones that people wanted us to fix, and we fixed it for them. Okay, so we're going to go to the food library. Y'all tell me some foods. You can take yourself off of mute so that you can answer quickly. Tell me some food that you might want to look for in the food library. One that you're curious about.
Maybe a carb master or carb quick
Okay.
recipe.
Okay, let's look for Carb Quick by itself first. Okay, thank you, Landra. We're going to look for Carb Quick first. Now, you'll notice that Carb Quick is not spelled with a CK at the end. It's just a K. So sometimes people will misspell that, and then they say, I can't find it. I can't find it. Well, it's because Carb Quick is spelled different. Okay, so here's Carb Quick. If you know that you want to add Carb Quick to your grocery list, then you don't even need to click there. You see right here where it says add the grocery list? I could click there, pick my grocery list and click add. But if I want to check out Carb Quick and see what this Carb Quick is all about before I add it to the grocery list, then I could click this link here. But let's talk about a few other things. -1, this is a -1 on the weight loss meter. I have hearted it, so this added it to my favorites, and 231 other people who have also hearted this. Hey, Rose, what we'll do is we'll look up tacos when we get to the recipes, okay? Because to look up tacos in the food library, it would require us to look up the individual things that make up a taco. And I'll do that. We'll look that up in the recipe. So I can click it from there, but let's go ahead and click here. One of the things that I did in the very beginning is this website, and it still is, it's still my hub. I come here, I want to see how Shibboleth says I can use this item. I don't try to make up my own ways to use the item. I don't push the limits on using the item. I use it as, I call it T-scribed because it's Travis prescription. It's T-scribed by Travis, but it's a category 2 fibers carb, which is amazing. Look at this. You can make biscuits, you can make pizza dough and pancakes, all kinds of other things with it. And it's a category 2 fibers carb. See, these are the kind of answers that we need. These are the kind of answers that we've been looking for, aren't they? I know it was for me. I want to know what's the best of the best in the grocery store so I can use these things. And so it can also be used as a flour or a breading. What this means is if you want to buy it from our store, you just click on the green one. If you'd like to support Amazon, you can click on the red one. And then approved portion, 1/3 of a cup as a category 2. Let's come down here and let's read this description. Counts as a category 2 flour, used in over 100 of our recipes. Great to use in place of Bisquick or flour in recipes. Okay, now here's the really cool thing about looking something up in the food library. So we've come to Carb Quick, but one of the most interesting things is, okay, what recipes go with Carb Quick? Look right here. Here is a big giant list of all the recipes that have Carb Quick in them. And when you come right down here and look at the bottom of this recipe list, there's 6 pages of recipes. Isn't that awesome? Because this is where you're going to find like the garlic cheddar biscuits and, you know, look, there's a chart, there's a chocolate cake, there's chocolate muffins, all kinds of things. So one of the ways that I could scan through here and see which things I like best is to look at the count of likes. How many other people, hey, Diane, how many other people have said that they like this? 352 people have taken the time to say they like the #1 Carb Quick chicken and dumplings. Come down here, 658 people have come in and said they like the blueberry carb quick muffins. So that's one way to look at that. You could also look at its rating. Now the rating, it's only as good as the number of people that go in and rate it. Okay, but we do like for y'all to participate in those things and give us rankings and ratings on these so people will know. Maybe you want to have a look at this based on the weight loss meter. And so you scroll down here and you go, oh, okay, let's see. Ooh, carb quick. I clicked this weight loss meter button right here, and it even reordered this. These don't have a weight loss meter on them, but these would be the best. Crispy chicken with Greek green bean salad, turkey provolone chicken wrap, chicken cabbage stir fry. So these are all -3 meals. Impossible Easy Pie is a -2. I made this one night. Oven fried KFC original chicken. It's a -2. Hot chocolate muffin in a mug is a -2. So that's one way to rank those and see which ones would be the best. So we added Carb Quick to the grocery list already. So I'm going to leave that. Okay, y'all give me another food item to look up in the food library. Gary, go ahead.
Spaghetti squash.
All right. I am going to just do squash in here so that it pulls up more, because the fewer words that you use when looking something up, the better your results are going to be. I see you, Kanan. I'll do hot dog. Okay, so there's acorn squash and there is spaghetti squash. All right, so it's a -1 on the weight loss meter. You can heart this right there. 183 people have also said they like spaghetti squash. And if I wanted to add it to the grocery list, Kanan says, hey, Gary, add it to the grocery list. I can do that right there. But let's go ahead and click on spaghetti squash. So spaghetti squash is a category 2 fibrous carb. It could also be used as a condiment. It can be used as a freebie. And it's also listed in our gluten-free products. So when you see multiple little things right here, it means it can be used as multiple things. When something is a category 2 fibrous carb and you are using it as part of a meal, then you call it a category 2 fibrous carb. You only call it a condiment when you're using it as a condiment. And you only call it a freebie when you are eating in a moment of mental weakness, when you need a freebie to not give up your day. Okay. Now, when you have a category 2 fibrous carb that is also a freebie, let's say that the night before you cooked up some category 2 fibrous carb in MCT oil, and then you didn't eat it all, and you put it in your fridge. The next day, if you wanted to eat that as a freebie, you could not, because it's no longer a freebie if it has been cooked in MCT oil. Okay, so just kind of keep that in mind. This is a freebie if it's just that by itself. So you've got a 1/2 cup to a cup is your approved portion. Now in weight loss mode, it's always best to stick with the 1/2 cup, but I just used my hand, just use my measuring hand. It says description. See, it says to comply with phase 4, please choose organic fruits and veggies. That's just, see, we have different phases because one is our whole foods program. That's phase 1. Phase 2 is when we open up things to you that aren't necessarily better for you, but people want variety in a sustainable lifestyle. So it opens up boxed cereals, it opens up soups and frozen meals, things like that. But then we really, want to try to appeal to everyone. So phase 4 is a person using organic fruits and vegetables and all that, so you're trying to take people through a progression in their nutrition education. So if we come down here, there's all of these recipes that include spaghetti squash, which is great. And then there's 2 pages that include spaghetti squash. So then let's say I do want to add this to my grocery list. I'm going to click this green button. I'm going to add it to the grocery list. We'll add it to this Ingles one I've got going. Okay, I'll take one more. Okay, do hot dog. Hot dog. Okay, so I just put hot dog in there. And there's all kinds of hot dogs. So I want the best hot dog. So I'm going to scroll my little weight loss meter down to -1, -3, and then I'm going to hit set. I do that because it helps me have fewer items to look through. So, okay, so now I have my hot dogs and see, look, that's a decent list to look through. It's not that long. And it's also the best of the best, really. Okay. And I even see where I could probably adjust this to -2, -3, and maybe even have a smaller list and get even better hot dogs. So we've got Applegate Naturals, natural uncured turkey dogs. I really enjoy those a lot. So look, I already know that. Boom. I'm going to add it to my grocery list. And then we've got Applegate Organics, the great organic uncured turkey dog. I like that one too. So we're just playing and adding things to the grocery list. Aunt Millie's live carb smart hot dog buns. So see how when I put hot dog in, because the word hot dog was in there, there gives you some buns. I'm not a big bun eater, period. I never have eaten buns. So I don't really do those much. Ballpark turkey franks. Look, 369 people have said they like that. And then there's Gilbert's Craft Sausages, chicken bratwurst with sauteed onions. Well, I don't even know what that looks like. Let's see. So when I click on here, that's what that looks like. And that would be a category 4 protein plus fat. We want to make sure that we know what we are purchasing, because if you are purchasing something that is a category 4 protein plus fat, you don't want to put that with category 3 energy carb, category 5 fruit, or category 6 superfood, because those categories that I just mentioned, they elevate your blood sugar, and then your pancreas secretes insulin to deal with that blood sugar elevation. And if you eat this particular item with that, the fat in this item is going to get collected, and we don't want to do that. So you just want to be aware, oh, it's a protein plus fat. Let me put that with a category 2 fibrous carb, and your approved portion was 1 link right there. And then what else we've got here? This one's a real popular one, the Hebrew National 97% beef franks, and so forth. And so we've added a couple of those to the grocery list now. And you also saw how I made my list be smaller and really be the best of the best. But if you're looking for a specific one that maybe you already buy and that sort of thing, you can just look for the exact name and see if you can find that. Okay, so we are going to go back to our fast track, and we're going to click on read this. We're going to read this black box. Add a recipe to a grocery list. This is so cool. Each recipe required ingredient can be added to a grocery list with the click of a button. Once the recipe has been added, click the opened. Once the recipe has been opened, click the green Add to Grocery List button. Okay, so we're in the recipes. And Rose asked for tacos. So let's see what we pull up when we search for tacos. All right, so there's Baja fish tacos. Look, 376 people have said they like this Baja fish tacos. There's buffalo cauliflower tacos, firecracker shrimp tacos, mini pizza tacos, Tasha's no shell tacos, and teriyaki beef tacos with sriracha slaw and Spanish rice. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at this Baja fish tacos. Well, first of all, let's look. It's listed in the main dish category. It's a -2 on the weight loss meter, and it has a 5 rating. So this one would be a good one to look at. So Baja fish tacos. So it would require 2 pounds of Pacific cod or tilapia fillets. And all of these things right here are always linked for you to have a look at if you're unfamiliar with what that item is. 3/4 of a cup of fresh lime juice, 3 tablespoons of zero drag 100% MCT oil, 3 cloves garlic minced, and it even tells you what category they fall into. 1 cup bottled green taco sauce, 5 tablespoons fat-free sour cream. Actually, I think this is a favorite of Jonathan Montgomery and his family. 1.5 packages of 10-ounce size finely shredded cabbage, 5 approved tortillas, and it's got the one I use here, but it could be any approved category 2 tortilla, fresh cilantro sprigs, and salt. Now, I don't like cilantro, so I would just leave that out of this, but you can do that on some of the things, okay? So it's listing out everything. So if you just wanted to see what these things are, you could click on them individually. It's going to also give you the directions on how to make that. But one of the most important things that you can do is to come down here and read the serving notes. So serving size is 1 tortilla full. And this particular recipe would serve 5 people. So if you're the only person in your home, that would give you multiple meals. Or if there's just 2 people in your home, that would still give you some multiple meals. This is a category 1 plus 2 plus C. What that means to you is this is a lean protein, a fibrous carb, and a condiment all together. So let's have a look at this. The Pacific cod or tilapia fillet is your category 1. And this finely shredded cabbage is your category 2, along with this Olay Extreme Wellness High Fiber Tortilla. That's a category 2 as well. And then there's some condiments right there. There's several little condiments. And you don't even have to think, if you only use the amounts that are listed there, you don't even have to think about whether or not it's 50 calories because it's already in there. But when you see a C in the serving notes, then you don't want to add additional condiments because condiments are already in there. You may serve with additional category 2s if you like. So if you have 1 tortilla and maybe you wanted to put some strips of bell pepper or something next to it as a category 2, you could do that. You may also use salsa verde. I guess they meant or without an E there. Green enchilada sauce in place of the mild green taco sauce if you'd prefer. Okay, now here's something even more awesome. Look right here. There's comments. Now this one just has a few comments, but there's questions that are asked right here. You can ask it right here, or you could go into the Shibboleth Fixed It group. That's the place where you ask about products and recipe questions. You don't really ask those in the new member fast track or the silver level page because Kim Shibboleth hones in on the Shibboleth Fixed It group, and she's the one that takes care of all of that. So there's just a couple of questions they're asked, a couple of comments that are there. The reason the comments are important is because what if something isn't quite right in the recipe and then somebody has found that out and then they tell that there. So it would just be a good thing to look at that. When you see something that is blue, like a name right here that is blue, this means that person has this is just an extra tidbit. This person has their membership set to public, so you'd be able to friend them if you wanted to. And this little gear thing right here, if I wanted to hit friend or send a message or view their profile or follow them on the system, you could do that. If they aren't linked, it means they don't have it set, but I could still send them a message if I wanted to. So I hope that makes sense. Okay. So let's say that we do want to make these Baja fish tacos and we need all of these ingredients because we don't have any of them at home. Or let's say we do have some and I'll show you how to edit them out. I'm gonna heart that one if I like it. Okay. And then you click right here. We're going to add it to the Ingles grocery list. So there's some tacos. Now, Rose might not have been talking about fish tacos. Okay, so let me go through here and see. There's some shrimp tacos. There's mini pizza tacos. Let's see. Tasha's no-shell tacos. Let's see what this is. Oh, okay. So this is 96% or better lean ground beef, taco seasoning, salsa, fat-free shredded cheese, and romaine lettuce as your wrap. That looks great. And let me just tell you, this would be easy to make. So Gary, when you're talking about meal prepping, you could go ahead and prepare this ground beef, this taco seasoning, and have that ready in your refrigerator. Have some salsa, some fat-free shredded cheese, and have some romaine lettuce. When you get home, you could just put that all together. So, because this is a very easy thing to have all meal prepped. There's your directions, and then it just says this is a healthy alternative to the traditional taco. Simply replace the taco shell with a large romaine leaf. Serving size, 1/4 of the recipe. This is a category 1 + 2 + C. So let's have a look. The category 1 is the beef. Category 2 is the romaine lettuce, and the condiments are the salsa and the cheese. Now, this is basically the exact same way I make a taco. It's just instead of this romaine lettuce, which I actually like that idea, and I think I'm going to try that. I just use the Olay Extreme Wellness High Fiber Tortilla. So if you're more into a tortilla than the romaine lettuce, just know that you could replace this romaine lettuce with the Olay Extreme Wellness High Fiber Tortilla because it's also a category 2. And let's come down here. And then if there's any comments, there you go. They're just all kind of listed out right there. So I think this is a great one. We're going to add this to the grocery list. All right. Yes, Rose, you can make your own taco seasoning. Yes. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to come over here to lap 4 and we're going to check out our created grocery lists. So each grocery list can be customized before going shopping. When a full recipe is added to the grocery list, it adds every item needed. You may already have some staples at your home. When you look at the grocery list, you can edit the items you do not need to purchase at the store. Notice how each item in the grocery list is listed by category. Isn't that amazing? I like this because how I see that is this is layer upon layer of educating you. So you're playing with it in the food library. You're seeing it in the recipe library. It's all listed out. You come here to this and you read it again. So there's all the things that you need that are lean proteins. So there's your cod listed for the Baja fish tacos. There's the 96% lean or better ground beef for those other tacos. And there's your the fat-free shredded cheese. There's the cabbage, the Olay Extreme Wellness High Fiber Tortilla. There's that Carb Quick we added, the romaine lettuce. There's the spaghetti squash that we added. And then we added some hot dogs over there. And look, it added it to category 4 because they're category 4. What 3 categories do we not want to have with category 4s? And anyone can answer. You can just unmute and answer. Bueller. Okay, I'll go ahead and tell you. So with category 4, protein plus fat, you don't want to eat anything that is going to, thank you, Roseanne. Roseanne on Facebook. You do not want to have it with energy carbs, fruit, or superfoods because those elevate your blood sugar. Then your pancreas secretes insulin, and then you don't want it to capture the fat that's in that category 4 protein plus fat. Awesome, Diane. Diane got it too. And Polly, you need one more on there. Okay, so now let's have a look at these condiments. I don't know why this little Z is here, so we're just going to remove that. That's just a random thing in there, so we're going to remove it. That Z is weird. I don't know why it sits there. We're just going to forget it then. Maybe we already have lime juice at home. We can remove that and it will take it out. So lime juice is no longer there, okay? And let's say that we already have salt at home, so we can just remove that from our list. Okay, so now I've got my list of things that I want to purchase at the grocery store. I have my list, and now all I have to do is click print. When I click print, there's my list. And if you're like me and you have your list laying there in your grocery buggy with your pen, you can just check all these things off as you purchase them or as you put them in your buggy. That's the Southern way of saying it, buggy. Okay, so now I'm back here to the Fast Track Labs. And what I'd like to do is I'd like to see if y'all have any questions real quick, because I want to make sure yes, that's true, Kanan. Kanan says, or shop online. I haven't done that ever. I mean, I've bought like random things, but if I go to the grocery store, and I don't even like to go to the grocery store. If Patty Bass is on here still, no, she left us. I don't even like to go to the grocery store, y'all. Okay, any questions? Because if not, what I want to do is I want to spend the rest of the time looking up foods so that we can talk about them. What do y'all like to eat? Y'all tell me what you like to eat so that we can What are you eating now that we need to edit for you?
Alfredo.
Alfredo. Okay. So
Meatloaf.
Alfredo, and you're talking about the sauce? Alfredo sauce? So what I'm doing first, Jeannie, is I am looking up Alfredo in the food library just to see everything that's got Alfredo listed in it. So here's this AHS fettuccine Alfredo. It's pretty popular. It sells quite a bit from our store, and it is super easy to make. It's a meal replacement or a perfect pairing item. What a perfect pairing item is, it is something that doesn't quite follow the rules, but you can use it the appropriate way. Rose, I mean, you can ask a question. So this particular Alfredo is something that you could get, and come down here into the description. It says 1 package with a category 1. So you could put chicken breast with this, or maybe you put shrimp from category 7 with it. Or you could do 1 to 3 tablespoons of hemp flakes or hearts. That would be a -3 on the weight loss meter coach mode meal, and perfect pairing. Nothing else can be added to this meal. I like it when they say things like this because it shows you that we are doing everything we can to answer your questions before you have them and keep you safe. You can have 1 package as a snack. Any snack on the weight loss meter is going to be a 0 or above. Even if the food, oh, and Polly says that she loves this with tuna. Even if the food itself would be a -1 on the weight loss meter, if you ate it as a meal, anything that you're going to eat a snack, the weight loss meter changes, because the weight loss meter is to tell you how helpful is this for weight loss. And no snacks are that helpful for weight loss. So they always go up to a 0 or greater, depending on the snack itself. You can have half a package as a category 3 combined with a category 1 and 2. And you can only have 2 packages as a meal replacement in maintenance. So what it's saying is in maintenance, if you wanted 2 packages, you could have that as a meal replacement. And look right there. There's a video on AHS fettuccine with tuna. So let's see what else we find with Alfredo in it. Okay, so we've got some Atkins chicken and broccoli Alfredo. There's some Bertolli reduced fat Alfredo sauce. Is that what you're looking for, Jeannie? Some Alfredo sauce?
I wasn't looking for.
Yeah.
Alfredo.
Oh, Pat, sorry.
Yes, yes, I haven't found the fat-free Alfredo sauces.
So there's a Bertolli reduced fat Alfredo sauce right here.
I see that.
And then, let's see, there's also Alfredo sauce packets. Have you ever bought like the little seasoning packet?
No, I haven't even looked there.
Yeah, they have Alfredo sauce seasoning packet too that you could make and then just put that on some approved pasta or something like that. Here's the Great Value Classic Alfredo sauce. That's a Walmart brand.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a 0 on the weight loss meter, but you're only going to be using 50 calories or less of it. Okay, so this is how you would look something up in the food library. We just typed in Alfredo, and anything with Alfredo in the title of that item is going to pop up, and you would just kind of scan them. I know I buy this Classico Light Creamy Alfredo, and I also like the Classico Light Asiago Romano Alfredo. But you'll notice that these are +1s, so you just want to make sure that you follow the guidelines. So it's a condiment. So obviously you don't want to use any more than 50 calories worth of that. But let's do this. I'm going to go into the recipe library and I'm going to type in Alfredo and see what I find there. I like to kind of do it in both places and just see. See if anything pulls up. Okay. There's Alfredo broccoli and chicken. Here's Alfredo sauce. Here's Alfredo-ish sauce. Cauliflower Alfredo sauce. Cheesy Alfredo spaghetti squash. Chicken Alfredo with mushrooms. Chicken Alfredo zucchini roll-ups. Chicken vegetable Alfredo soup. Crock pot chicken Alfredo. That sounds good. Look, and 240 people have also said they liked it. Now it's a 0 on the weight loss meter, but you're not going to be doing that every day. So if you do that, once in a week or something like that, that's going to be fine. There's fettuccine Alfredo, non-dairy Alfredo sauce, shrimp carbonara fettuccine Alfredo, and zucchini chicken Alfredo. So you think you could find some things from there, Pat, that you might like?
I think so. Thank you.
Good. Awesome. You're welcome. Awesome. Anybody else? What else y'all want me to look up? This is fun. Although I'm losing people, they're falling off.
Bacon.
What'd you say, Gary?
Find where you are.
Hang on, Jeannie. What did you say, Gary?
Bacon.
Bacon?
Yep.
Okay, I'll look it up. Jeannie, when you say that you can't find where I am, do you mean on the website?
Yeah, yes. I mean, I can see what you're putting up, but I'm trying to find it on my laptop and I can't find.
In your laps? Okay, so click on, are you on a computer?
Yes,
Okay, do you see this word dashboard at the top?
yes,
Click there.
yes,
And then did your fast track pull up?
yes.
Okay, then click on lap 4.
I've got that. I'm at that part, but I can't find where you're getting all these grocery lists and recipes. That is where I can't find it.
Well, right here in this first one, it says familiarize yourself with the recipe library. If you click right there, it's going to take you to the recipe library. Now, once you have passed your fast track test in lap 2, once you've passed that, you actually can just go to this green tab right here and go straight to the recipe library from there.
Okay, but I have to pass all that before I can do what you're doing, correct?
You would see some smaller lists right now, but once you pass that test, you'll get all of the items that I'm seeing now. Yes.
Okay, I've got you.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I would go ahead and focus in on lap 2. Lap 1 and 2, make sure that you get that done, at least get that that fast track badge, okay?
Well, I just watched the 14 videos, so I haven't got very far on the list yet.
Okay, no, that's totally fine. I bet you anything, Jeannie, I bet you anything that you can pass that test right now. So if you wanted, and if you don't, you just take it again once you've gone through a little bit more. I would go ahead and go to lap 2 and I would attempt to take the test, because if you have listened to the 14 fast track videos, those are very helpful. If you wanted to listen to one more thing before you take that test, the Sunday night video would be it.
Okay, I'll do that.
Yes, and then go ahead and take that test, and then you don't have to worry about something not being open to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Now, Pat, you asked about what? I have forgotten. Oh, no, Gary asked about bacon. Okay. So I'm going to go to the food library for bacon. So I'm going to type in bacon, and it's going to pull up everything that's got bacon in it. All right. Polly is suggesting strawberry pie. So we'll look that up too. So it's looking for bacon. Now, I want to get the bacon that's the best of the best, right? So I'm going to take this down. I'm also aware that bacon is a little bit fattier. I'm going to set this to -1, -3, and we'll see what we find. If we then needed to expand it to 0, then we could. So I'm going to start with the best of the best, and then I can expand to 0 if I want to. Okay, so here's some of the best bacons. Now, some of these, there's alfresco uncured chicken bacon. There's a turkey bacon, there's a turkey bacon. And if you're like, I don't want turkey bacon, then what you're going to do is you're going to scroll down, like there's a Canadian bacon right there. And then there's still some more turkey bacon. We got more turkey bacon. Lots of turkey bacon because obviously it is less fatty. But if you have a Kroger near you, there is their private selection one. I might have to expand it to a 0 to get it, but there's some specially selected maple flavored bacon. Let's click there. So here's some bacon. It's a protein plus fat, and you can have up to 3 pieces. So it's not every bacon. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and I'm going to expand that. Because if you're looking for an actual bacon, Gary, would you eat turkey bacon or Canadian bacon?
Sure.
Okay. Canadian bacon is always a good choice. In fact, there's some that are listed as category 4s, but they are so lean that you really can think of most Canadian bacons as a category 1. Okay. But this adding a 0 gave us some more pieces. There's great value real bacon pieces. But what I was looking for is private selection right here. This one is real popular. This, if you've got a Kroger near you, this is the one that's most popular with people. Center cut bacon. It's the Kroger private selection. It's category 4 protein plus fat, and you can have up to 4 slices. You do want to remember, if you're having it with an egg, only do 1 to 2 slices. And it does say here that it must be served with a category 2. So that could simply be a category 2 bread. So you could actually have an egg, 2 slices of bacon, and a piece of toast with some jelly on it. And as long as you're getting an approved bread that's a category 2, and this approved bacon, and you're using sugar-free jelly, that would not be a fat storing meal, even though there's fat in the meal. Does that make sense?
Yep, sounds delicious too.
Awesome. And Polly says butterball turkey bacon is excellent. So if y'all are taking notes and you want a turkey bacon, she says the butterball is excellent. Okay. Anybody else have a question for me? Like an item that you want me to look up?
I
Because-
had a question about how to minus off of your grocery list. I did something right then and I missed that.
Okay, yeah, no problem. So I'm going to click on that green tab rather than going back to Fast Track because that's a quick and easy way. Once you finish with Fast Track, you're going to be using these tabs up here for most everything. Fast Track is just the curriculum that takes you through learning about these things. So I clicked on that green tab. I'm going to go to my grocery lists. I'm going to click on the grocery list, and we're just going to say that I've already got MCT oil at home. You click that minus, and then you click remove, and it will take it away from your list.
Easy peasy. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. While we're on here, one of the things that Gary and I looked at last night, I think, was it Gary? Was it you, Gary? I can't remember, or it could have been Stephanie, but my right here, grocery store search. If we go to this grocery store search, you can look for, y'all tell me a grocery store in your town.
Publix.
Okay. Publix. So I've just looked up Publix. Publix has so far, members have told us that Publix has 768 approved items in there. So when you click on Publix, And these are different Publixes that people have put in here. There you go. There's all kinds of things that are approved at Publix that you could get. I mean, there's over 30 pages of things at Publix. So there's the Publix chunk white chicken. Oh, they says they've got high nuts and more high protein spread. Now you want to keep in mind that when you come over here and you see these little checks, these are people, 2 people have said they have found it there before. 1 person said they have not found it there before. So this is a way for us to help each other know what can be found where. But this is a really great way to just scan through what Publix has. And then you can say, oh, they got Kerry sugar-free syrup. They've got, I don't know what Catalina Crunch keto-friendly cereal is, but they've got it. You know, so you can just kind of go through there, and that's a great way. Oh, look, this sounds good. Jimmy Dean loaded sausage bites, turkey sausage, egg, and cheese. So I think that's a really nice feature. Okay, so we're going to take about, did somebody have a question? So the last thing that we're going to do is we're going to take about 2 more minutes. What I would like to hear from you is a meal that you are planning on making this week that you think would be approved, so we can kind of talk about those things. Oh yeah. And you know what? I actually forgot what I was doing tonight. So I usually get everybody to introduce themselves now. You can put yourself on screen if you want to. If you don't want to, it is totally fine, but you can take yourself off of mute and then everybody can introduce themselves. Hey, Michelle. Okay, so if you are a current Shibboleth member, please go ahead. Hey, Rose, and encourage our new members with how much weight you've lost and just introduce yourself. And y'all, if you do not want to be on the screen, you do not have to put your camera on, but don't leave us. But Rose, I like seeing you. I want y'all to be on the camera if you're willing to, but I don't want y'all to. I just saw somebody leave. That's why I was like, no, don't leave us, because it's great for us to get to know each other, to know that we're here to support each other. One of the most special things about Shibboleth is the community. Okay, so we're going to start off with Michelle Harper, because I know Michelle is so supportive of Shibboleth and has had great results. So we're going to let Michelle introduce herself real quick. And what we'll do is take like a minute or less. Yeah, we can't hear you, but it doesn't show that you're on mute either. So it may be your microphone. So I tell you what, while you're figuring that out, I'm gonna let Rose go.
I'm Rose Richardson, and I live in Missouri. And I just joined today and have went, like, I did all of the 14 videos, and I'm looking to lose about 38.9 or 38.4 pounds.
Awesome. You can do it. You can do it in no time at all. Now, the way that you get the results is you follow the lifestyle as it is written. That's what works. I mean, that's what gets you the results. So what I want you to do, Rose, is I'm so excited that you've already watched the little 14 videos. The fast track is set up as a curriculum to methodically work you through all of the bits and pieces of learning the lifestyle. So go to dashboard at the top of your computer. Once you've clicked there, since you're a brand new member, it should take you directly to fast track. And then what you do is you read the little black box over each little item, and you just do each little item. Once you've done each little task, you check that box off, and your knowledge will just be growing and growing with each additional thing that you do. So awesome.
I did I guess lap 1.
The whole thing
today.
Awesome.
Yeah, today.
Awesome. Good.
And so I'm really excited about it. I'm probably like everybody else. I've tried all the different things, and my husband and I, we were a little successful on another one. but it was so limited and so strict that we've kind of been like, and then we were out a lot of money.
Oh, no. Yeah.
So,
Well, you're
yeah.
going to love this. You're going to love this. There is so much variety on this. And whether you're a person who likes to cook or whether you're a person who likes like simple, like enjoys meal replacements more, we got everything. We can teach you how to do all of it. I do a little morning show, y'all, called the Shibby Show on the Shibboleth Public Facebook page, Monday through Friday. It starts around 7:30-ish. And then I would love for you to join in. It's kind of like a morning motivation and daily devotion. And really some of the things that I am experiencing and that I learned through my journey and continued living of the lifestyle. That's some of the things that we share on there. So we would love for you to join us on there too, Rose. And you probably liked the Shibboleth Public page today because that was one of the tasks in lap 1.
Yeah, I did.
Good. Well, in lap 2 is what you really want to focus on next, because that is your beginning body weight, filling out your profile, your measurements, and taking the test and stuff. So, and since you did just join, you want to make sure that you go back and watch Sunday and Monday night's webinars for sure, because they are jam-packed with info.
Now, I signed up for this coming Sunday and Monday. Are they the same or were they different?
They will be the same.
Okay.
So I would just pop back in there and go ahead and watch them.
Right. Yeah, I think I registered today. I think that was one of the things I registered for because I knew it said to, but I also didn't want to miss out on tonight and tomorrow night.
Exactly. And it repeats itself. And there is absolutely no reason that you can't go back and watch the ones that were just on Sunday and Monday. And then also still participate, because you can't hear this stuff enough in the beginning. Because then every bit, because like when you're listening to all this, it's a lot of information and you're trying to take it. Hey, Pat, you're trying to take all that information in. So you might not grab something that one time. So the next time that you hear it, you'll get that another piece. So it just always in this framework of knowledge. So awesome. Awesome. Okay. Michelle, did you ever get sound?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
I'm Michelle Harper. I've been on Shibboleth for a little over, since a year ago was March. I've lost 70 pounds.
Awesome. Thank you, Michelle. Michelle is so supportive too. I love it. She's like my virtual BFF. I love it. All right, Pat, how about introducing yourself to us? You'll have to take off mute.
Okay. Now
Well,
you probably can't.
You can put your video back on though. There we go.
Okay. Are we doing it?
Yes.
Okay. I'm Pat Stanton. I live in Indiana. I just started 2.5 weeks ago. I'm down 12 pounds and I'm excited. I'm mostly excited that you put the Lord in Shibboleth, and that excites my soul. And then Linda Hilligoss asked me, or I asked her what she was doing, and that's how I got in.
Awesome.
So,
wonderful.
yeah.
Good.
Thank you.
Good. We're so glad you're here with us. Awesome. Landra, if you don't mind introducing yourself.
I'm Landra. I joined a week ago. I'm from Indianapolis area in Indiana, and I've lost about 7 pounds in the week. So that was a good start.
Awesome. That's wonderful. Good. And Jeannie?
I can't get my, I've got the mute off, but I can't do the picture yet. So I'm Jeannie Owen and I live in Tennessee. And my cousin Angela Chai is the one that got me into it.
Awesome. Wonderful. She's had such great success. Oh, that's wonderful. Well, welcome, Jeannie. We're glad that you're here. Awesome. And now, Mr. Miller?
All right, let's try this camera thing. So
Hi.
I'm Miller. I'm down in Valdosta, Georgia. I joined the diet maybe a couple of weeks ago, but I've been running around stir crazy trying to figure out how to start. But Kanan is the person that sponsored me. He's one of my work colleagues. And earlier this year, we were all at a meeting and we were sitting down and there was this student that came in and we were like, "You're in the wrong building." And it's like, "No, it's me, Kanan." And we were like, what happened? Where did the weight go? He's like, "Yeah, I tried this diet and I lost all this weight like within a month." So we were like, wow. And I'm like, sign me up.
Exactly. Isn't it nice to have those witnesses that go before you and then you can see the results? That's awesome. Well, good. Well, it looks like Gary froze up a little bit, but Gary, we're so glad that you're here with us and you have been diligent. Gary had a mentor call last night. He came on the fast track last night. He's here again tonight. So you know he wants to. He's also running an Ironman in September. So he's got some goals that he wants to do before he starts to make that run. Well, here's a couple of things that are going on, y'all. Jason Whitener is one of our teachers. If you want to see him presenting the How I Overcame Food Addiction and Lost Weight, you can go to the pink online webinars tab in your account. It's going on right now. So click register and you can go listen to him. It'll be very motivating. And that's a lot of what we need is that motivation. The reason I encourage members to go through the website and join and then go into the Zoom room is because we get credit for spending time in a webinar in the Zoom room. And I like credit for things. So I would encourage you to do that. If you're watching on Facebook, please go over to Travis Martin's Weight Loss Ministry and you can watch Jason right there. If you are not a member, please join us. It's shibbolethdeals.com. Right now, it is a 2-year membership for $59 or a lifetime membership for $99. That is your best value. Please tell us who recommended you with their actual name because we like to love on our members for sharing Shibboleth. Because we don't have an advertising department because we spend our money on taking care of people rather than advertising. So you guys are our advertising department. Okay. So share for us. And we're going to hop off of here tonight, but I will look forward to seeing you tomorrow night. Okay. And we're going to be talking about freebies, extras, snacks, and meal replacements tomorrow night. Okay, everybody. Y'all have a perfect day tomorrow. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.